Oklahoma's best country, K-Law 101, Jeri and Seth, the morning crew, and special guest.
Yay, I'm so excited to have Cassadee Pope on the line with us. Good morning, Cassadee. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I have to tell you, we are so excited to have you here in less than 2 weeks now, Fort Sill's Polo Field for the big summer concert series. You're going to be here with David Nail. You're also going to be here with two of Nashville's stars. Are you a Nashville fan?
I am. I've watched a few times. Unfortunately, it's on at like prime playing.
Yeah, when you're busy.
You're usually doing that music thing, yeah.
You're kind of busy whenever they're on. I know. Well, I'm excited about them. We got a chance to talk to Charles Estin last week, and he's very excited about coming to Fort Sill, mainly because of the military. Have you done any performing for military installations?
I have. I've done a few shows. I did one recently in Jacksonville, and I also have a song on my EP called Kisses at Airports that's, kind of fits the hat to the men and women that come through the airports and how emotional it is when you see them coming and going. So, yeah, I feel very close to them, and I'm excited to be able to visit them.
Now, speaking of your new EP, brand new EP out, it's called Summer. Also, the title track is your brand new single. We debuted that last Monday, a week ago Monday, as our catch of the day, and we've got a great response to it.
Oh, it's a great song.
Oh, thank you for playing it. That's awesome.
I was going to say, how tough is it to get to film on the beach, but you're from Florida, so it's probably not that big a deal to you.
This whole country music thing is just such a rough life for you, Cassadee.
Yeah, it's tough. Let me tell you. Yeah, it was incredible. Even though I'm from Florida, I haven't really had much time to go to the beach. The past few years it's been, work, and it was crazy to consider that, a work day, but it was beautiful. Clearwater Beach is awesome. I mean, I've never been there before, so it was amazing.
Oh, that is so fun. Let's go back a few years to season 3 of The Voice. Now, of course, all 4 chairs turned when you auditioned.
But we discovered a secret.
Yeah, we
Doing
figured
some research.
out.
We know why you picked your coach.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Why's that?
Well, it's your middle name. Hello.
Come on.
Oh. Yeah, isn't that weird?
Funny how that happened.
Well, or the fact that your very first band, if Wikipedia is true, your first band's name was Blake, really?
Yes, that is true. Wikipedia is true for once. Yes.
that is so cool.
It's so crazy. I mean, I don't know. When I was on the show, I guess I didn't even think about that. And then at one point in the live rounds, I was like, "Hey, Blake, did you know this and this?" And he's like, "Are you kidding me? I Googled that one of the first times I met you. Of course I knew that."
Blake knows all and
Yeah.
sees all. Come on.
So we asked Mary Sarah, who was on last season, about Blake because she was on Blake's team and unfortunately didn't make it into the finals. Is he really just as cool as he seems?
He is. I mean, he's just really genuine, and more than anything, he's very nurturing with his artists. He still kind of plays that role in my life now. I've sent him the new songs from the summer EP, and he's been really helpful at just kind of like encouraging me to go with my gut and continue to do what really feels good to me. So, he's an awesome person. He's exactly how you would think he is.
Well, and he kind of helped you evolve maybe even further than a lot of other artists that have been on the show, because you completely changed your musical style.
Yeah, so as a kid, I did sing country music. So people think, Blake was the one to push me into country, which it didn't happen that way. But he definitely encouraged me, if this is something that I wanted to do, to just do it. So I just started singing country music on The Voice and covering songs that I covered Cry as a kid. That was my finale song. So It was kind of crazy to go back to it. But yeah, I mean, there was no better coach for me to kind of help me through that evolution of going back to my roots.
Well, and that evolution has come a long way. And I want to ask you about something that there's, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's my bucket list because I know it's something I will never, ever accomplish because, well, I've heard myself sing. But what's it like when the first notification or the first time that someone tells you you just got your first #1 song?
Gosh, it's crazy. That was a huge moment. I was actually with Chris. He was the one who told me it was official. And, it's one of those things. The song kind of just took off really quickly. And I always imagined my first #1 being something that was, kind of a long journey, and getting to it would be tough, but this song just really resonated with people, and I've never experienced anything like it, and he's never experienced anything going that quickly. So it was a different experience than I expected, but it was still amazing and validating. It was just great.
And there's just something about that song, Think of You, that, everybody's had that relationship in their life where people think of the two of you together long after you've separated.
Yeah, that's why I think it did so well, and he just surprised me recently during CMA Fest with the gold plaque. So we've sold over 500,000 copies of Think of You, and it is because it's so relatable, and we've all been in that position. So I love that fans are connecting with it.
Well, talk about a tough chore. I mean, not only getting to have a duet with Chris Young, but actually being on tour with him. So you get to do this every single night.
Yeah, it was really fun during the winter. We played it every night, and we got to see, the progression of people singing along, and he decided to extend the tour in the fall, so I'm really excited about that, to continue to sing it. And we just played it at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville for CMA Fest, and it had been a minute since we've done it together, and it was awesome. We got to hold our mics out, and the whole stadium was singing along, so I can't wait to get back out in the fall.
And Chris is such a tough guy to work with, too. I go back a little ways with Mr. Young. I met him when he was first starting out, and our paths have crossed a couple times, and he is such a nice guy, so genuine. What you see Chris Young up on stage, what you see of him in interviews, that is Chris Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very genuine, and he's been in this industry for so long, has been working at it for so long, and the thing that I love the most about him is how good he is to his fans. I mean, you can see that his fans are diehard, and they will stick with him forever because he's just kept them so close, and they're a huge part of his journey.
Just don't let him cut anything for you.
Why?
You don't know the Chris Young story?
Hand, yeah.
He cut his hand a couple years ago with a knife, and he couldn't play guitar for like 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember. He sometimes will like stretch it, and I always forget that happened, and I'm always like, how are you doing that with your hand? Really,
turning
really?
our sights towards Saturday, June the 25th, Fort Sill's Polo Field. It's an outdoor venue, and I don't know if you've ever been involved in anything like this, but you're going to see a sea of soldiers along with all of the guests of the community right in front of you for this big show. Are we going to get to hear a lot of the new music from your EP when you're on stage?
Yeah, I'll definitely play the songs. I'm trying to remember how long my set time is, but I think it's long enough for me to be able to play all four. So I'll definitely be playing Kisses at Airports because it's just important for me to be able to sing that message to the men and women out in the crowd. And then, I'll be playing Piano, Alien, and Summer, the other three on the EP. So you can definitely plan to hear those.
Well, I'm sure you're going to have plenty of time because I don't think that those young soldiers are going to want you to go anywhere.
No, I don't think so.
I'll stay as long as they want me to.
Awesome.
Cassadee Pope here along with David Nail and two of the Nashville stars, Clare Bowen and Charles Estin, Saturday, June 25th, Fort Sill's Polo Field. We cannot wait to see you here.
I can't wait to come there. Thank you guys so much.
We'll
we
stop by and
you.
say, hey, the day of the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.